Right. So we're diving deep into this Serie A face-off, Roma, taking on Atalanta.
Yeah.
And it kind of feels like, one of those classic underdog stories.
Ah.
Roma, not exactly in top form. Atalanta, they're on fire.
Oh, yeah, they're looking pretty unstoppable right now.
We got some good pre-match analysis
Yeah.
to break it all down for us.
Absolutely.
So let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
Roma, 5 losses.
Out of the last 6,
In Serie A, I mean,
this is a rough patch.
it's got to put some pressure on the new coach.
Oh, yeah. Immense pressure, definitely. Especially when you're going up against like a top-tier team, the caliber of Atalanta. But there's this little glimmer of hope, right? That draw against Tottenham in the Europa League. Maybe, just maybe, it'll give them a little bit of that confidence boost.
Like the momentum shift.
Exactly, the momentum shift. But can they, translate that, into Serie A success? That's the big question.
Big question, yeah. Okay, so at least they're playing at home.
Right.
Stadio Olimpico, 4 wins out of 7 there? That's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but you got to remember, both of those home losses, they were against some pretty, seriously tough teams.
Right.
Teams that have a very similar, kind of play style to Atalanta.
Oh, interesting.
And then there's this other trend with Roma that's, well, kind of worrying, to be honest.
Oh.
They've let in the first goal in 4 out of their last 5 games.
Oh, so starting slow.
Yeah, and trying to dig yourself out of that hole, especially against a team that scores, like Atalanta does.
Oh, yeah, that's not a good recipe.
Not a good recipe at all.
So is it like a tactical thing, or are they just not focused at the beginning?
It's a good question. It could be. I mean, it definitely suggests there's a vulnerability there. Right. Whether it's, the formation or individual errors, something's not clicking, in those early minutes.
Yeah.
And a team like Atalanta, they're gonna pounce on that.
Okay, so let's talk about Atalanta then.
Yeah, let's talk about the force of nature that is Atalanta right now.
Right, because they're, 10 wins in their last 11.
It's insane.
That's unheard of.
Almost unheard of. And in Serie A, they're on this 7-game winning streak, just steamrolling everyone.
Did you see that Champions League match?
Oh, the 6-1.
6-1 against Young Boys.
Young Boys, yeah. Talk about a statement.
Statement win for sure.
Oh, yeah.
They just dismantled
completely. And, it's not just at home.
Right.
Their last 6 away wins, all by at least 2 goals.
So, this is their 3rd away game in a row.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll be tired?
You'd think so, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, fatigue just doesn't seem to be a factor for them.
Huh.
And if you look at their track record in Rome, against Roma specifically, they've only lost once in their last 10 matches there.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've got Roma, who seem to maybe struggle in those first few minutes, and Atalanta, who are known for, coming out strong.
Right.
What do you think that tells us about how this match is going to go?
Well, one thing that jumps out, right, is that Atalanta, they lead Serie A in goals scored in the first 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they really set the tone early on, put the pressure on, make the other team chase the game.
In Roma, they haven't even scored in that time frame all season.
Not a single goal in those first 15 minutes.
Wow, so that's
a big contrast, yeah.
So can Roma weather that storm, you think?
That's the million-dollar question, right? Can they disrupt that rhythm somehow? It's going to be tough.
They've got to have something up their sleeve.
Well, they've got Hummels, right?
Yeah, but isn't he more of a late game kind of player?
He is. All 4 of his recent goals, second half, 3 of them after the 80th minute.
Oh, wow.
So maybe they're thinking, absorb the pressure, hope Atalanta gets tired, and then, boom, Hummels comes in clutch.
So a late game surge?
Could be. It's risky.
Very risky.
But with Hummels, you never know.
It could work, yeah. And then you've got, well, on the other side, De Ketelaere for Atalanta.
Oh, he's been on fire.
He has, yeah. 5-goal contributions last Champions League game.
2 goals, 3 assists.
And he likes to score early, too.
Oh, yeah. He's right there in the mix from the get-go.
So is this going to be like Atalanta dominating early and then maybe, Roma trying to pull off some late heroics?
It could very well be. That's what makes this matchup so interesting, right? 2 totally different approaches.
Right.
If Roma can hold on, frustrate Atalanta, keep it close, they might just have a chance.
Yeah.
But if Atalanta gets those early goals like they've been doing, it could be a long night for Roma.
Okay, so big question then. Can Roma pull off the upset?
Stranger things have happened, right? But it's a tall order.
What kind of tactical moves do you think we might see?
Well, Roma, they got to do something about that defense in those opening minutes. Maybe start a little more conservative, focus on containing Atalanta's attack. Atalanta, though, they might just go full-on pressure, try to force mistakes.
Yeah, especially if they see Roma getting nervous.
Exactly.
Man, this is going to be like a real chess match.
Oh, absolutely. A battle of wits and styles and, who can execute their game plan better.
Yeah. Well, enjoy the match, everyone. It's going to be a good one. And let's see if Roma can, defy the odds.
Let's see. It'll be exciting for sure.
It will.
Yeah.